You open your eyes to sunlight. Warm air, the smell of bread, the sound of a city waking up. It's August 24th, 79 AD. You live in Pompeii, a thriving Roman city at the base of a mountain. You've lived here your whole life. That mountain has never once given you a reason to be afraid. By tonight, that mountain will erupt with more force than 100,000 atomic bombs. You have no idea it's coming. You head to the market. Bread, olives, wine. A normal Roman morning like any other. Pompeii isn't a small town. 20,000 people call this city home. A real thriving place, not a ruin yet. You stop to talk with a merchant. He mentions the wells have been acting strange the last few days. You don't think much of it. Neither did anyone else. For days, this city has been giving warning signs. Rome just doesn't have the science yet to read them. You feel it before you hear it. A small tremor. The ground shivers under your feet for 2 seconds, then stops. You've felt tremors before. Everyone in Pompeii has. They're just part of living here, or so you've always been told. What you don't know is that 17 years ago, a much bigger earthquake nearly destroyed the city. Nobody ever connected the dots to what was building underneath it. Around midday, something changes. Birds that were singing all morning suddenly go silent. Dogs start pulling at their leashes. Nobody knows why. Animals can sense things humans can't. Not yet anyway. You glance at the mountain out of habit. Nothing looks different. It's still green. Still calm. Still the same mountain it's always been. What you can't see is 5 miles beneath that calm green surface. Pressure has been building for centuries, and it just found its way out. The well near your home runs completely dry, just gone. Nobody in the city has an explanation. You should be worried. Almost nobody is. In a city where earthquakes are normal, one more warning sign just blends into the noise. By early afternoon, you're back home. You have no idea this is the last ordinary afternoon of your life. 1 p.m. In less than an hour, the mountain that has watched over this city for 1,000 years is going to end it.
1 p.m. A sound rips across the sky like nothing anyone in this city has ever heard. You run outside, and you see it. The top of the mountain is gone, replaced by a column of ash punching into the sky. Within minutes, that column climbs over 20 miles high, higher than any bird, higher than any storm cloud you've ever seen. The sky over Pompeii turns the color of a bruise. Day is becoming night, and it isn't even 2 o'clock. Panic hits the street like a wave. People are grabbing whatever they can carry and running, but running where? You stand frozen for a second. Your whole world just changed, and you have to decide what to do about it right now. Ash and pumice stone start falling from the sky. Not snow, rock, getting heavier by the minute. 17 hours. That's roughly how long this city has left standing. Though nobody watching the sky right now has any way of knowing that. You make a choice. Shelter first, figure out the rest after. You duck into a stone building with a group of strangers. Hour by hour, the ash keeps falling. Inches become feet. The roof line outside disappears a little more each time you check. Somewhere outside, a roof gives way under the weight. You hear it before you understand what it means. That's when it clicks. Staying inside isn't safety anymore. The roofs themselves have become the danger. Breathing gets harder. The air itself is thick with ash now. Every breath tastes like sulfur and dust. That scarf you've worn your whole life? Right now, it might be the only thing standing between you and a lungful of ash. You step back outside. The street you walked this morning doesn't exist anymore. It's just gray in every direction. Some people are still trying to save their belongings. Others are already running for the coast. There's no version of normal left to hold on to. You think about the harbor, boats, escape by sea. It's maybe 2 miles away. In this ash, it might as well be 20. 9 hours left. And the hardest decision of your life is about to be made in the next 60 seconds. Stay in a stone shelter and hope the roof holds, or run through open ash toward a harbor that might already be too crowded to board a boat. You think of the merchant from the market this morning. You saw him minutes ago, sheltering under a portico with his family. You make your choice. You're going to move. You run, ash up to your ankles with every step, each one heavier than the last. Buildings you've known your whole life are barely recognizable now, buried up to their door frames. Lightning cracks across the ash cloud above you, an electrical storm generated by the eruption itself, something you've never even heard of, let alone seen. You reach the edge of the city. The harbor is close now, and it's absolute chaos. The waves are wrong, too high, too fast, crashing against boats that are already full. There's no room left for you. The sea route is gone. Whatever happens next, you're going to face it right here, on land. You find shelter again, this time under a stronger stone archway near the harbor wall, and for a moment, the ash fall actually seems to slow down. That quiet isn't good news. It's the eruption changing shape, and what comes next is the part that actually kills most people in this city. A pyroclastic surge. A wall of superheated gas and ash, moving down the mountain at over 100 miles per hour, hotter than any oven you've ever stood near. You see it coming from the harbor wall. There is no outrunning this, not on foot, not by boat. not by anything. People around you are making split-second decisions. Some running, some praying, some frozen, completely still. You drop flat against the stone wall and pull your scarf tight over your face. It's the only decision left that might actually matter. The surge doesn't arrive like wind. It arrives like a wall. Heat first, then darkness, then nothing. Silence. Total, complete silence. In this exact moment, thousands of people just lost their lives in the span of a few seconds. You don't know it yet, but you are on the outer edge of the surge, close enough to feel the heat, far enough to survive it. You open your eyes to a world that no longer looks like the one you woke up in this morning. Gray, silent, unrecognizable. You're alive, covered in ash, shaking, barely able to breathe, but alive, more than most people in this city can say tonight. By morning, Pompeii will be gone, buried under nearly 20 feet of ash, but you won't be under it. 0 hours left, the countdown is over, and somehow, against every odd stacked against you, you made it. Almost 2,000 years later, archaeologists would pour plaster into hollow spaces in the hardened ash and find the exact shapes of the people who didn't make it out. Pompeii didn't just destroy a city, it preserved the last moment of thousands of lives, frozen in place. The people of Pompeii had warning signs for days. They just didn't have the knowledge to read them. We do now. So, would you have run at the first tremor or stayed like everyone else? Let me know below.